name's Doug Censor Martin. I'm the captain of Strictly Business Gaming, and we placed 4th at COD Champs.
How did you get involved in esports?
I was playing the game for fun when I was 12 years old, and after playing for 2 years, my friend showed me a website called Game Battles, and that's where all the best players in the world really played at the time. So I started playing against those players, and then MLG announced their events, and I went to an MLG event with my team, and we got 8th place, which was considered pro, and from there on out, we just kept on going, and I kept on playing.
What is your specialty when it comes to esports? What are you known for with Call of Duty?
Being an objective player, being sneaky, getting in my opponent's face, always causing havoc around the map, doing whatever it takes for the team to win, and keeping my team's morale and hype in the game.
What do you feel the differentiation is between someone out there who thinks they're good at Call of Duty Ghosts and someone who's a pro?
It's hard to really answer that question because I was one of those players who was an amateur at first, and I always thought I was the best, and I always had an ego, and I always told everyone that I was the best and I was going to win. And then I did do it, and I went to the bottom and I came back to the top, and we just finished 4th. But if you really want to make it pro, you can do it. You just got to put in the time into the game. I've been playing this since I was 12. I'm 19 now, so 7 years of playing the game. Obviously, you know, it just comes down to repetition and consistency and the drive and willingness to get better and improve.
How have you seen esports evolve over those last 7 years?
Well, since COD XP, that was the first $1 million tournament in MW3. That's when it really started to kick off. After MW3 with Black Ops 2, David Vonderhaar really pushed for esports, and since then, you know, it's just taken off with the developer support, talking to the professional players, finding out what works and what makes the game fun and competitive to play at the same time. Since then, and the promotion from all the other companies, the sponsors coming in, more money's getting involved into the industry, and with all these people coming together, it's making the game bigger.
What are your thoughts about Xbox One and what that opens up for you guys from a pro level?
I don't think it really changes how the game's played. It's just a new system, new controller. Everyone really gets used to it. The graphics look nicer. On LAN, the game is the same, but online it's a little bit smoother on the Xbox One. It's fun to play on a new system, so it's pretty cool. Graphics are better, but it doesn't really change anything as far as competitive.
What are the challenges of having a new game every single year? Even though it's still Call of Duty, there are changes.
You just got to keep on adapting. The players stay the same. You know, the teams that are in the finals right now, Complexity and Envy. Envy's been in the finals of a lot of tournaments. They've won a lot of tournaments. The players on those teams have been the same players since Call of Duty 4, which was about 5 years ago. So everyone usually adapts. The players learn the game pretty quick, and playing against all the other top players is what makes the players better. So it doesn't really change much. You just got to adapt and keep playing the game.
What's a favorite match that stands out for you when you look back at your career thus far?
Well, there's Nationals. We won Nationals. We beat all the top teams in the game in Black Ops 1. That was pretty cool. And I won it with a team that I really liked. My captain was the player who got me involved. He gave me a chance as the pro scene. And to win with the player who got me started is something I'll never forget. I consider that guy one of my friends, really, really good friend. Just recently we beat the best team in the game, Complexity. They're about to play in the finals against Envy. They haven't lost anything in almost a year, and we beat them at the regional. So that stands out in my head too, to be the first team to do that in a long time. And you know, just coming here and performing with my team. We didn't play as good as we expected to, but we pulled through. We got 4th place. $25,000 isn't a bad amount of money. That's the most I've ever won in an event so far. So it's only going to get better from here on out.
What's a favorite map that you like to play when it comes to Ghosts?
There's a couple of them. Strike Zone Dom, Freight Domination, Freight Blitz, anything that's Blitz. I love playing Blitz. I think that's my team's best game mode because we love to just outgun people and cause havoc and rush, and it's so much fun to play that game mode. Search and Destroy is a lot of fun too whenever it gets down to like a Game 5 search. It's a really intense game, but I think my favorite mode is Blitz.
When it comes to Blitz, what advice would you give to someone who's playing that just for fun?
Just for fun? No, you just got to run around, challenge people in gunfights, shoot your gun, make plays on the map. That's all it really is. You got to sneak, you got to challenge gunfights, you got to hold your base down. It's all about gunfights and Blitz. That's all it is.
And speaking of guns, what's your go-to gun and why?
MTAR. That's pretty much the only gun I ever used since day one. I use the MTAR with muzzle brake and foregrip. That's it. And then sometimes I'll pull out a Remington and search and destroy, but MTAR is by far my favorite gun.
What do you like to do for fun outside of video games?
The number one thing I do besides video games is working out. I love to work out. I love sports. I love watching sports, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, you name it. I watch sports all the time. Hanging out with my friends. I just pretty much live an average life, you know, besides from playing video games professionally.
How have you seen explaining that you're a pro gamer evolve over the last 7 years to people?
At first, you know, it was funny because when we first, in Black Ops 1, when I first won, it wasn't big, but people were like, wow, you just won, you know, $50,000 playing in Call of Duty in a video game. So it's pretty cool, but now it's like when you win, not only do you get the prize money, but you also get the publicity and the sponsors. So it's not really as much about the prize money anymore. It's more about the connections you can make through it. And since there's some fame coming in for it, for the players, it's a lot different and people respect you more just because you're a little bit more popular than what you used to be. So it's pretty cool to see how much it's evolved in the past couple of years.
Being someone who's into sports, what are your thoughts about the convergence that's going on? Last year, League of Legends sold out Staples Center. This year, Dota 2 is going to be at a World Cup soccer stadium.
Call of Duty is the next one. Call of Duty is one of the biggest games in the world. Everyone plays Call of Duty. Everyone knows Call of Duty. The developers are behind it. Esports is getting bigger and bigger every year. There's more money getting involved in it, so hopefully Call of Duty could get there too.